Ukulele in a spin, talking life's wild jive, sipping on wisdom with a grin. Midlife mischief keeps it live. Laughs and stories, cheers all around. Raise a glass where wisdom's found, with a sip of truth.
I have menopause.
Profound. The jokes and tales by the fire's glow, discussing change.
We're live? Well, we're live. Hello. Welcome back. We almost didn't make it today. Happy Mother's Day. I'm Raquel Kornialikis. That's Lynn Dula. And if you're watching, you have nothing else to do. And we have to entertain you for the next, well, I'd like to say an hour, but usually about 2. So if you're not interested in hanging around, keep scrolling. If you are, pour yourself a drink, put your feet up, and happy Mother's Day. Lynn, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What have you been doing today? I know what you've been doing today, but tell the class what you've been doing today.
Well, in actuality, the first half of my day, I cleaned my kids' bedroom.
Shut up, you did not. Lynn. That is rule number 1. You don't do any cleaning on Mother's Day.
I couldn't help it.
This is coming from the person who got up this morning and made her own coffee, made my own breakfast, made my own lunch, and nobody's done a damn thing for me so far today. But there's still time. There is still time.
Well, my husband did bring me breakfast in bed.
Did you hear that, Aaron? Yeah, okay.
There was a time that I liked it. I don't like it anymore. But I won't say that.
I actually hate breakfast in bed too. Unless I'm in a hotel and there's, a lot of wide open space,
Yes.
and I can get up and, wander around. But if I'm in my room and I have to stay in bed and eat, I don't eat in bed. Because I feel the crumbs and then I have to get out of the bed and I gotta no. So I agree with you, but
Well, I like to brush my teeth before I eat.
oh, so you hadn't even been up yet. Oh, he was eager this morning, wasn't he? Wow. Okay. Did you at least get a coffee? What?
No. I made my own coffee.
Damn, you know what? We got to train these men better because Aaron's not allowed to use the coffee maker. Now, this is Aaron's not allowed to... Hang on, I got to lower the chair apparently. Is that better? Okay. Aaron's not allowed to use the coffee maker in our house because he has overflowed it too many times. And I don't know if you've ever overflowed a coffee maker before, but it is a bitch to get the grounds out.
Yeah.
And you've got to use a Q-tip. You've got to take everything apart. And if I want a coffee, I don't want to have to clean it and earn it first. I just want it to work. Yep. So he's not allowed. So I know people have made fun of me because he'll be in here working and there'll be a podcast going on, and if there's a break, I'll run in and I'll hand him a coffee. I'm not doing that because I am such a fantastic wife. I'm doing that because I've just made a pot of coffee. I'm pouring it, and I don't want him coming in and ruining everything that I've just done. So there is a method to my madness. However, I did teach
Poor
Rory.
Aaron.
I taught Rory how to make coffee for occasions like Mother's Day and my birthday and maybe Christmas. So he could make it for me. So somebody could make it for me. But my darling son was fast asleep this morning when I got up. So I had to make it myself. That's okay, though.
I prefer to make it myself.
I think you and I are very similar in that way. I make it a certain way. It's not that I don't appreciate it, because I do. So if anyone's watching, it's not that I appreciate the thought, but I'm very particular about my coffee, and I like it poured a certain way.
Me too.
I like the way I make it for me, and if I can get that perfect cup of coffee, I like it that way.
Yeah.
Right?
So, like, I put cream and sugar in my coffee. But I don't like it when you pour the coffee first and then put the cream and sugar in it. I like to do it the opposite way.
No, you do it the right
because
way.
the cream cools down my coffee.
Exactly. You know what? I learned that when I lived in Europe, and I was taught that. And that way, because I like a little bit more cream than probably most people do. I mean, I don't like it white or anything like that, but there's a specific amount. But if you pour your coffee first, the milk, I use half and half. The half and half will cool down the coffee, and then you're not drinking a hot cup of coffee. But if you put it in first, you can put as much as you want in, and the hot coffee will warm the milk.
Warm up the
and
cold
it'll
milk.
make it nice and creamy, and it's still hot and a little bit sweet. Not too sweet, but just a little bit sweet. And it's perfect. I did not know that you did that as well. There's very few people that I've met that actually do that. That's how you make a proper cup of coffee.
It is. They do it wrong in the restaurant.
I think so too. And I've asked them before. I've been in the restaurant like this. Like, could you just, could you please, if you're gonna refill it, just bring me two cups, one with coffee and one with the half and half, and I'll do it myself. Thank you. And your kids did what for you for Mother's Day?
They left me alone.
Amen, sister. That's what mine have done too.
They went out to dinner with my mother-in-law, and I didn't want to go.
So you didn't go?
And my husband was like, "Are you sure you don't want to go?" And I'm like, "I really want to be by myself today." And they left me alone, and I was very happy about that.
And is that when you were sitting outside drinking the what was it? Moscato was what now?
Blueberry, yes.
I've never had blueberry Moscato before. Was it good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Aaron, it's really hot in here. Holy shit! What's the temperature in Virginia right now, where you are?
Oh, we've been having cold fronts here. So today was like around 70, I guess. But yesterday it was in the upper 60s.
Oh, okay. That's
at night it drops to like 40 something.
What?
So like you're turning on the heat again.
Really? God, I wish we're sitting at I think 100 degrees by noon today already, and overnight we're looking at. I think I got up this morning. We didn't turn the AC on last night because it wasn't that bad when I went to bed, and I thought maybe it would maintain the cold through the night. It did not. So I ended up getting up at about 4 a.m, and the temperature in the house was 78 degrees, and that was at about 4 a.m.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we're there now. that doesn't mean it's going to stay there, because we've been having weather like you, and it's completely bipolar. By the end of the week, we could be looking at, weather in the 40s. I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
No
So nothing has been put away. We still have, sweaters and jackets and hoodies. All the things are still out. And then we have shorts and t-shirts and swimsuits.
Yep. That seems pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
how was your Mother's Day? What did you do today?
Absolutely nothing. I did talk to my mother.
Good for you.
I talked to my mother, and we had a discussion. And she was brutally honest with me, because I asked her. I said, "What do you want what have you always wanted for Mother's Day?" Because the first thing she said when I called her was Happy Mother's Day. I said, well, no, I'm calling to wish you a Happy Mother's Day. And she said, well, you're also a mother. And I said, but I'm not your mother. She said, no. But then we got into this big discussion about whether or not we should wish each other a Happy Mother's Day if you're not a mother, it's not your mother. Now, that's another subject that we'll get into, because I really want your opinion on that one. I really do. But what my mother said she wanted for Mother's Day, and has always wanted, and I have never heard her say this out loud. So it must be because she's getting old, or I'm old enough that she can be honest with me now. I don't know which one it is. She wanted to be left alone. And I said, well, that's interesting, because that's what I want too. So I said, I wonder how many, we had this big discussion, and she said, I wonder how many other mothers have said that, but not to anybody else. Like, they've thought it, but they've never had the guts to say it. Because she said, I've thought about this, and I want you to think about this too. She said, out of the 57 years of being a mom, not one time has anyone ever asked her what she wanted for Mother's Day. Interesting. And I said, that's fascinating.
Well, my kids and my husband always ask.
Okay.
And when I say I just want to be left alone, they don't take it seriously. It's kind of like when you're growing up and your parents tell you they don't want anything for their birthday, or they don't want anything for Christmas. Don't buy them anything. They take that the same way for Mother's Day for me. It's like,
okay,
they don't believe I want to be by myself.
Okay.
But they have to look at it from a different perspective, because I homeschool.
Right.
My kids are with me all the time.
Yeah.
And so I don't get that break that other adults get, because I work from home.
Yeah.
I homeschool.
Yeah.
And so they're essentially with me 24 hours a day.
Yeah. I understand. Believe me, I understand. I for Mother's Day, that's what I wanted. I wanted to just, and Erin has always done that for me. When the kids were little, because I worked from home, I work with Erin, I work from home, and the kids were small, I never had any time for myself. Every single day out of the year, I was looking after somebody. I was somebody's mom, I was somebody's wife. For one day. Yeah. One day. That's it. Just one out of the year. I want to be Raquel, and I want to just be left alone. I don't want to do anything.
That's it.
I don't want to go to brunch. Do not make me get up early in the morning and do my hair and figure out what I'm going to wear, and then go and meet people for brunch. I don't want to do it. I will make nice if I have to do it, but it's not what I want to do. I want to sit in my pajamas all day, or not sit in my pajamas all day and get dressed and go out, or stay in, or do whatever, but I want to do it by myself. By myself.
I ran to the store. I ran and got Chinese food today.
You did what?
They went out to some restaurant, and I was like, I don't want to sit in a restaurant with 1,000 other people. I don't want to stand in line
Yeah.
waiting for, a booth, a seat. I just don't feel like that. That's not fun for me. That's not how I want to celebrate what is supposed to be my day.
Yep.
And I liked being home. I didn't see Aaron came home this week
Okay.
with all his laundry
Uh-oh.
that I think he just, because of finals, I think he just decided I'm not going to wash until I come home.
Oh, no. So he left it?
And it was irritating me.
Oh, he left his dirty laundry? Just left it.
Well, he brought it home with him from school on Thursday.
Yeah, but he left it with you.
Well, he left it he brought it in the house.
It's just sitting there. Dirty.
And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I can't let it sit there.
Oh, no.
But the problem was I had events this weekend.
Okay.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I was working.
Right.
And so I really wasn't here a lot until late in the evening. And today was my first free day since he's come home.
Okay.
And I said, I am going to wash these clothes.
You did not. You did it? You washed them.
I did.
Lynn.
I couldn't stand it any longer. I washed all of his clothes. I washed all the bed linens in their room. I cleaned the bathroom. I just went through and disinfected the house. I just felt like the house needed
A disinfectant.
a cleansing.
Okay.
And I went in my garden. I did some gardening today, which is what I like to do.
Okay.
And that's when I put my feet up and had my Moscato. And then I came in the house and I put my feet in the little massager.
Okay.
And I turned on my back massager and I turned the television on. And I had my Audible in my ear, listening to my book, and fell asleep.
Okay. Well, that does not sound like a bad day. I mean, minus the laundry.
It was perfect.
I have a load of laundry in the washing machine, but I'm not doing it. So it'll probably be there tomorrow.
Well, listen.
And I will do it tomorrow, but I'm
I have
I'm not
another
doing it.
event this week.
Right.
So if I don't get things done now, they may not get done.
Well, see, I have 4 adult children in my house, so if I don't do it, then they're going to have to, because I've got stuff I got to get done today. This week for us is really busy. We're filming. We're back to filming. We're filming a pilot, which I can't talk too much about, but we're filming a pilot on my birthday. We were filming yesterday in the heat. And the wind kind of stopped us because we had a drone we were using. I'll send you some pictures of where we were. But this pilot that we're filming is about, essentially, I think you would like it. It's about all the old bars in the West, and some of them are haunted, some of them are not. And there's one very famous one a little bit outside of Vegas here that we've been filming at, and we're getting the pilot ready to go. Got to send that at the end of, hopefully, the middle of by June in the latest. So we got to get on that. So unfortunately, that's what I'm doing for my birthday is filming, but that's okay. It's what I like to do. So Aaron and I were out having some fun. So if there's not laundry done, then there won't be laundry done. But mine will be done.
Yeah.
Mine will be done.
Yeah.
If I have to go through the laundry that's in the washing machine and take mine out and separate it from what's in there and then put mine back in and leave the rest of it for the rest of them to do while I'm not here, that's okay. I don't mind. I'll do mine. Happy Mother's Day, Lori. I hope you are having a good day, and I hope the weather is better than it is here. This is hotter than the son of a... I don't know what words I'm allowed to use now. We also have new announcements for... This has been a very busy month for Go Live Vegas and for Midlife Mischief. We were at the TikTok headquarters last week in LA. Mm-hmm. And I've got to talk to you about some of that stuff because we're moving in that direction. We're going to be putting our podcast. Right now, our podcast is live on TikTok, but we're going to be doing it live and keeping it there as well because there's a special section for podcasts that we didn't know about, and now we do. And we are also going to be teaching other people how to do what it is that we're doing. So, and we have a handler. You and I have a handler now. Which is hilarious.
Really?
Yes, we do. Which we will have to introduce you to her. Her name is Kenya, and she's going to help us get to where we need to go without, struggling and trying to figure everything out on our own. She's going to help us do it the easy way instead of the hard way. So that's good. One of the things we were supposed to do is we were supposed to announce that we had our podcast on today. We were supposed to announce that 48 hours before we did it. So, oops, my bad. I forgot. And then 24 hours.
I wasn't sure because I knew it was Mother's Day. We skipped that on Easter, so.
Well, I wasn't sure either, but so here we are. So next week,
15 degrees.
15 degrees, that would be Celsius. So that is, what's 15 degrees in Fahrenheit, Aaron?
Cold.
It's cold. 30 something, I think.
Oh.
Very cold. Probably
Is
rain.
she in Canada?
Yeah, she's in Vancouver. Well, near Vancouver. Suburb of Vancouver. That's right, isn't it, Lori? You're not in Kelowna anymore, are you? You're in a suburb of Vancouver, I think. I believe. When we met, she was in Kelowna.
It's 59 degrees.
59. Sorry, my bad. That's not that cold. It's cold, but, it's not too bad.
Cold for us.
It's cold for us in Vegas, yeah. 15 degrees is very cold. So what else has happened? What else happened? So that was one of the things that we learned to do. The other thing we learned is that we have to put up an announcement telling people that we're doing our podcast 48 hours in advance. And then we also have to, she's in Surrey. Now, Surrey is a suburb of Vancouver. But if you look at a map of Vancouver, it's spread out a lot. So Surrey would be like one of the 5 boroughs in New York. So there's Surrey, Coquitlam, North Vancouver, West Vancouver. I don't remember what the other ones are, but anyway, you get the gist of it. So we're supposed to put out an announcement saying that we are doing our podcast, when we're doing our podcast, 48 hours in advance, and then again 24 hours in advance, so we can direct people over to our channel, which we have not been doing because, well, we get tired. So we don't do it. Has Lynn frozen? Is Lynn frozen? Lynn, are you frozen? Or am I boring you to tears? Lynn? Am I that boring? Lynn? Okay, well, this would also be a good time for me to do my 10 minutes of live by myself.
While we wait.
I don't know where she went.
Open up the phone line.
Okay, well, we can open up the phone lines, I suppose. Somebody can give me a call and have a little chat. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. I don't know. You can put in the comments what you're doing today. What is your Mother's Day tradition? Do you have a tradition? Do you have something that you usually do, or your kids do for you, your husband does for you? In your family, how does it work? Is it only your kids that do something for Mother's Day, or is it your husband or your partner as well? Put in the comments. Let us know. If you are not following us, if you're watching us live now and you're not following us on YouTube, go to YouTube, like our channel, Midlife Mischief, and subscribe to it. Oh, she was there, then she's gone. Okay. Like and subscribe our Midlife Mischief channel on YouTube. We upload all of our podcasts when they're done onto YouTube. So you don't have to worry about it. I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, I haven't watched the show because I haven't had time." Well, it's on there on YouTube all the time, so you can watch it whenever you do have time. I actually watched it the other night, and I was laughing so hard I was crying because I've never sat and watched it before, but it was quite entertaining. At least I thought it was. I mean, then again, I'm talking to myself right now, so what the hell do I know? Where is Lynn? Okay. I'm where here there. Nope. There. See, I have my mom cup today. Because it's Mother's Day. Hello, people on TikTok. I can't see anything on TikTok, but I know you're there. Nope, I can't see anybody talking. Oh, am I supposed to read those little comments there? I can't see that, Aaron. Well, I can't see that unless I literally climb on the desk. Hang on.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to read. I'm trying to read the TikTok comments, but they're on the screen like way over there, and I can't really see them. So, what happened? Sorry, what happened? I was bored. Melissa Radford. Oh, she's watching. Hi, Melissa. Let's see. Redford, that's what I said, isn't it? Jared Moore, hello. I can't read some of these. DT Moore, hello. Cyber 13, hello. Oh, Robert joins. Okay, I don't know where Robert joined from. Jesus Hernandez, 16, hello.
Nobody can hear you because your microphone's so far away.
No problem here, honey. I can't.
I'll try to fix it.
And it's very, very warm.
How much I can do about that?
Holy crap, it's hot. So if I did say, oh, that's better, you didn't tell me we could move this. Good God, that's much easier. Hello. Okay. That's better. I gotta do everything the hard way. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? Oh, Lynn Dula joined. Hi, Lynn. How are you? What are you doing over there? Welcome to our show. Welcome to our podcast, Lynn.
By the way, you're frozen.
I'm frozen?
No, Lynn.
Oh, yeah, Lynn, you're frozen. If you can hear me. You're frozen again. You just moved, but you're frozen
I
again.
keep disappearing.
You keep freezing on me. Whew, okay, well, that'll be something for
I don't know what's going on.
Well, we can hear you.
I can hear you, but I can't. There you are. Nope, you're frozen again. Sort of. Okay. What'd you laughing at? What did I do? Who else is here? Let's see.
Ask people to say hello where they're from.
Yeah, if anybody's watching on TikTok, you can say hello. I can now see you without climbing on the desk. Lynn, you're frozen again. Nope. There you are. Welcome back. Okay, now you're moving. There you go. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's very hot in here. Okay, all that climbing on the desk. Good God.
I keep checking my connection and it says it's strong.
Oh, okay.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I'm flashing.
Yeah. Okay, so we're both having a hot flash at the same time. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Where were we? We were saying hi to people.
I'm frozen again.
You're frozen again?
Keep talking.
No, you're not frozen. I can still see you.
Oh, she's strobing.
You're strobing?
It's like I'm going in and out.
Okay. Are you on? Let me see. If anybody is on TikTok and you can see me or you can see Lynn, you can say hello. Because Erin was kind enough to move this in front of me, so I didn't have to climb on the desk anymore. I'm quite sure that will
What's funny?
that will make the outtakes later. I'm sure Erin will do a nice little 30-second clip of that one. Thanks, honey. Are you frozen again, Lynn?
Some of the rebooter.
Okay, Lynn, if you can hear me on TikTok, can you reboot your computer? Okay. In the meantime, if anybody has any questions about what our podcast is about, maybe I can answer that for you while we're waiting for Lynn, because I don't think we've ever talked about that. Our podcast is about aging and the secrets of aging and the things that our mothers didn't tell us. Who's laughing?
Her.
Oh. Is that you laughing, Lynn? That's kind of creepy because you're frozen. And this... And somebody needs to remind me never to wear this color on the air again.
Oh, you look very pink.
I look very pale. There's like, I'm washed. I'm whitewashed. I'm whitewashed.
Put up
I'm a Republican. No. Okay.
Robert calling now.
Who's calling? I can always hear you. Okay, so Lynn can hear me, but I can't see her. That kind of freaks me out, Lynn. I'm not gonna lie to you. It freaks me out. Nobody has any questions for us? Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to talk about without somebody here to talk to me. Okay. Well,
How do you expect your Mother's Day to be?
how do I expect my Mother's Day to be?
What would you like to see for your Mother's Day for next year?
Well, we just went through this with Lynn. I said we both like nice, quiet Mother's Days. We don't do brunch. We don't do anything like that. We just want quiet because we both spend all of our time with everybody. We're always doing something for somebody or with somebody, and we would just like a little bit of quiet time. And it turns out that most women feel the same way. They just don't express it. And they are very quiet. I'm going to go through, I have here a list of things that are, and let me see if I can bring this up on my phone. I have a list here of all of the symptoms of menopause that I thought you might find interesting. Lynn, if you can hear me, this is what we're doing right now. If I can find it. Now, I know from experience, there's the main ones, hot flashes and irritability. I don't get irritable, do I, Erin? Bullshit. Bullshit. Am I allowed to say that on TikTok? Am I? I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules yet. I'm learning the rules of what I can and cannot say. So if we get into trouble, then that's on me. I'm trying to find this because I had it a few days ago and I thought it was very interesting. I was reading through it. However, I can't find it now, so we're going to have to change the subject. I feel really stupid sitting here talking to myself. Okay. Anybody else's? Paula Allen Granny Dukes has joined. Hello, Paula. A.R. Peach 43 has joined. Happy Mother's Day to anyone who's watching. If you'd like to share what you do for Mother's Day, or maybe not what you do, but what you'd like to do, but you're not honest enough to tell anybody, I'll listen. I won't tell anybody what you said. Here it is, I think. Here you go. All right. There are 40 different things on this list. And I don't think that I've had any. I don't think I've had more than 4 of them. But I don't know if that means that I have to prepare myself because they're coming, which is kind of scary. Or I got lucky and I didn't get some of these things that maybe other women do, and I'm not going to. Lynn has logged back in, she says. Oh, there she is.
Hang on, she's not back yet.
She's not back yet. I see her. She's right there.
I know, but she's not on the system.
Okay. So we're going to wait for Lynn.
Keep talking.
Yeah, I really shouldn't wear this color on the air because this is terrible.
Dead air.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say, Aaron. There's only so much I can say by myself. You come up here and do it.
I'm kind of busy trying to get
Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. I can go through all the symptoms, but nobody's going to like these.
back up.
No, I can't see her. There's a question mark. She's there, but I can't see her. I mean, I can see her, but I can't see her. Do you know what I mean?
No, she's there, honey.
Okay, but the question mark is
Look
there.
at your screen.
Okay.
You see her out on the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir. She's
Hello, Lynn. Are you there?
Hi.
I can barely hear you.
Yes.
Hang on.
What?
There you go. That's better.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at TikTok, and I see Robert. Is that the Robert, or is that a different Robert? Because he's not saying
Oh, boy.
anything. I know he's not saying anything, which I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. Okay. Well, now you're back. Do you want to go? Do you want to hear this?
So what were we talking about?
There are closer to 100 symptoms. Well, that's what I thought. But these are the top 40 for perimenopause, not menopause, perimenopause. So tell me how many of these, do a silent count and then put up on the screen how many of these you think you have had or you have not ever had. Like separate them into 2 different categories. So hot flashes, yes. Cold flashes. I would really like to have cold flashes. I have not had those, but I would really like to.
No,
I would like a
you don't
blast
want
of
that.
I would like a blast of cold air instead of a blast of hot
That's
sweats.
not what it feels like.
That's not what it feels like?
That's not what it feels like.
You've had
No,
cold
It
flashes?
feels like a lot. So it's not a flash, really. It's when you get the chills. Like, you know how when you get sick with the flu or something and you get the chills, you're just cold all over for a while?
No.
That's what it is.
I've
You've
never had
the chills
No.
from the flu?
No. No. And I think that's probably with a fever, but I've never had a high fever like that I've had the chills. No. I'm
No, I don't generally get a fever when I have the flu, but I usually get chills,
okay.
and that's you've never had chills
No.
anytime?
No. No, I kind of
I'm
want
sorry.
to. No. No, I only get I when I'm sick, I will get hot. Like I'll get hot. I won't get cold. Like I wish I would get cold. That would make me happy. But no,
That-
no, never.
I've never met anyone like that.
I-
That's okay.
I do not follow the rules with
Yeah.
anything. I am a rule
No.
breaker. Yeah,
You
I-
are that 1% in the 100%.
I am.
You're the one.
yep. If there is a percentage that some people may experience these, but it's a really small percentage, that would be me. I would be in that small percentage.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Well, it's hard to describe, but as much as you would hate being hot with your hot flashes,
Yeah.
the chills are just as bad.
Really.
They're not fun.
But you can
It's
put like
you're
socks on
chilled
or
to the
something.
bone.
Okay.
No, it's no way to warm up. That's the thing.
Okay.
Just like with a hot flash, it's almost no way to cool off.
Okay.
You can't.
You can't warm up.
Chills you to the bone.
Okay.
No.
Maybe it's because I
It's-
drink
it's-
coffee
it's
all the
really-
time. I'm like my insides are warm all the time. Cold flashes suck just as bad. Deep into your bones. Yeah, but I'm from BC. I'm from BC. I'm from the rainforest part of the country where I'm used to being chilled to the bone. So maybe I have, and I just don't know it. That's why people
You
from
start like you feel and your teeth kind of chatter sometimes. Like you just really can't stop the chill. It's not that you're just cold. You're so cold that you're vibrating a bit.
when you're
You've
sick.
never
No,
had
I've
that.
never had that. I've had that when I've been skiing or I've been out in the cold, but I've never had that when I'm sick or
Yeah.
just regular. I've
It's
never had that.
different.
No, never. I think Aaron
Yeah. It
has.
doesn't feel like a cold chill like that. It's not a chill that's derived from you being cold.
Okay.
It's a different type of chill. It's weird. It's weird now that I'm trying to describe it.
Nope, I've never had that. But I have had
But
hot
look,
flashes.
now that we have Rena on the line, did you try those balls?
I'm sorry, what? Oh, the yawny
balls.
eggs. The eggs. The
Yes,
eggs.
there you go.
I actually have them ordered and they're arriving. I was hoping they were going to be here. They were supposed to be here yesterday. They were actually supposed to be here before that, but they kept getting delayed because apparently everybody wants them because it keeps saying that these are no
Oh, I
longer
thought they were
available.
coming from China.
These are no longer available. These are no longer. This is our most popular. I know it's because they're very popular, and so
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. But apparently, so I did get confirmation. Aaron, they are arriving tomorrow. Yes, they are arriving tomorrow. And if you like, we can do an unboxing tomorrow because I ordered ones that are in a lovely little case. Hi, Lynn. Hyperthermia internally.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I mean, maybe next week I can do the podcast with one, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Well, I have to use them, don't I? I can't just have them and have them sitting here.
Yes.
Now, my understanding
But
is you
wait,
start.
don't forget, we need the before and after with Aaron. Like he has to tell us if there's a difference after. We need the before and after effect.
Okay. I'm not sure. We may not be able to do that on TikTok, but we can definitely do that on YouTube.
But how are we going to know if it actually works? Like we need to know
Well, this is
if
very
it's
true.
going to actually have.
This is very
Yeah.
true.
We need to know.
Now, but you have to also remember that I have had three C-sections, so I've never had anybody exit that direction. Rory tried. He was the one he got stuck, and they had to push him back up again.
Roy
So,
tried.
But yet, no. So everything is still pretty much the way it was before, except that I don't know what exactly menopause has done to things. That we would have to, I mean, we'd have to do a show with Erin. I'm totally up for it because it doesn't bother me. I don't mind. I'll talk about it. I don't mind. Because there may be other women out there who have had the same problem, and I would like to help. So, they are arriving tomorrow. I am excited about it. I did not get the set that has the wand. I thought about it, and I was going to, but I did not get the wands because I could not figure. Well, I figured out what it was for, but I don't think that that's necessary. So I just have the eggs. And I think I ordered jade ones. Because I figured my birthday's in May. I wanted, emerald is my birthstone. So I thought jade would work. Let's go with that.
I want to see the unveiling.
If they work,
the
I'm going
box.
to send you some for your birthday. How's that? For people who don't know what we're talking about, for those of you on TikTok who are not aware of what we're talking about, I'm pretty sure that we can talk about this on TikTok. A few weeks ago, we were discussing yoni eggs and the benefit of having them. So we did it. There was a great discussion about whether or not they work and whether or not they don't. Rena, wand, yes. I'm going to give you a minute to think about that, and you can get back to me. Okay. It's
I'm gonna look up yoni eggs with the wand.
Okay, I'm going to let the two of you think about it then, and you can both get back to me when you figure it out. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm going to go.
Okay with the little string.
Well, yeah, I did. You can get yoni eggs that do not have a hole in them for the string. I don't know how you get them out. Now, unless it's like a ping pong ball situation. In which case, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I can only imagine. Okay. Oh my goodness.
In which
Oh,
case,
it does come with the wand.
Yes, it
Oh.
well, not all of them do, and I'm not
Oh.
sure if the one I ordered does. Erin, do you remember?
What is the wand for?
Well,
It looks like a
the wand is for
very
playtime.
skinny.
The wand is for
Oh,
playtime.
that's so skinny.
Is it maybe to stick it up further? I don't know.
A little.
Billy Bob, what was that? Billy Bob, what? Who now? Billy Bob Vidia. Take them out with your mouth. Well, that could
Take them
also
out with
work.
your mouth.
That I suppose that could work, but you do insert them up quite far. So I would be impressed if you could remove them with your mouth. I would be very impressed. Pretty sure that's an entirely different purpose. Yes, Rena, you get it. I think that's just for playtime.
What did you say?
I think the wand is just for playtime. I'll let you think for a minute. There you go. I
mean, I got it. I feel maybe my description of playtime is different from theirs. 'Cause I don't see how that will do anything.
I don't think it would either, but maybe for some people it
You
does.
already got something there.
I do not see a wand.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
think I need the
This is too
wand,
much
honey.
for
I'm
me.
okay. I'm good.
I feel like I missed out on something during my youth when I was experimenting with everything under the sun.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like now. See, now I want to order one with the wand because I need to know how big it is and how because it just doesn't look like it would. You're right. It looks like it wouldn't do very much. What do I know? I don't know. It's not the size that matters. Isn't that what they say? Now, this show has completely gone off the rails, and I apologize to people on TikTok because we're not supposed to talk about this. Okay, we have a caller,
We're
Lynn.
not.
Hello, you're on the air with Midlife Mischief.
So what are we talking about today?
Oh, it's Robert. Shit. Hi, Robert.
I want to be the very best. Best that ever was. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Oh,
Oh, what? Lynn's just read something
Ooh.
and she's just discovered something. Share with the class, please, Lynn. Okay.
You gotta order the wand.
I gotta order the wand. You gotta
Is it
share
the
with
one
the.
that?
You gotta
Is
share
it the
with
one that says, "Look at me, I am the captain now"?
You should try the one.
Yes. I've ordered some Yanni eggs. Do you remember that episode,
Oh
Robert?
yeah, I remember that episode.
Okay, Lynn has just discovered that the wand comes with it and what the wand is used for. Please share with the class now, Lynn, because the look on your face means you've discovered what you use it for.
No, it's actually a dildo.
Yes. Yes,
But
it
why
is.
grab something that's
They come in different
not
shapes.
natural?
They come in different
A
shapes.
scorpion.
Oh,
They have one that's a scorpion.
okay.
They have one that looks like a snake. It has like ridges on the back, and then it has like a little bubble at the end.
Okay.
They have one. I'm not going to tell you what it's called because we're on TikTok. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
And these go with the
they
eggs?
have one that's twisted, like braided.
And these are for Kegels, right?
So it comes. Yeah. So the website is Yanni Wanderland, not Wonder.
Wonderland. Okay.
.com.
Okay.
Yanni Wanderland.
See, I went.
Oh my God.
I used Amazon, so I just saw that it comes with three different. The set that I ordered, there are 3 sizes of the eggs, and they are designed, I suppose, kind of like weights.
So you take steroids and you start lifting it with the Kegels or what?
I don't
Kegel
know.
exercise.
I don't know.
You can probably squeeze orange juice out of
So are you supposed to graduate?
Huh?
Are you supposed to graduate from the smallest size to the largest?
I think
Or
you.
opposite? Go-
I think it's the
start big and
opposite.
go small.
I think it's the opposite. You
Okay.
start big and you go small because what you're doing is you're building up the muscle, right? So when you're building up the
Right.
muscle, you would be graduating to smaller and smaller, so everything gets tighter and tighter until you can probably shoot it across the room if you really wanted
So-
to.
So it's literally, I will pump you up.
Yes, from the inside out. And I guess from what Rena was saying, it's good for multi-purpose. Not only what we're discussing it for, but it's also for people who have bladder issues and people who have. Oh, Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa.
Lisa.
You're welcome to the circus that is our podcast this evening. We're discussing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good for incontinence.
Yes. Now that would be the one I think that Rena was talking about. Small first? Oh, okay.
Who said that?
Rena. Small first, size equals weight. See, this is why we're going to do an unboxing tomorrow. So anybody who's watching right now, I will put on here on TikTok and on Facebook and our YouTube channel what time we're going to be doing the unboxing. Probably tomorrow night because Amazon comes here around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So as soon as it arrives, I will be excited enough to open it. So I will let Lynn know when it's arrived and we'll do an unboxing so we can take a look because I don't know anything about these other than what I've read and what I've seen, and I'm very curious. I'm that person. I'm very curious. I want to know, and yes, I will try them. Why not? Why not?
Live? On live?
No, I'm not going to try it on live, and we are on TikTok. Lisa said, "Sorry, I'm late to the circus, gals." Yeah, you. It's been very entertaining this evening. Lynn keeps freezing, and now we're talking about yoni eggs. Lisa, do you know what those are? Because I know you said you haven't watched a couple shows. Huh? What'd you say, Lynn?
I wasn't frozen. I wasn't frozen.
No, I was telling Lisa that you were frozen earlier. You kept, earlier.
Sorry.
Nessa Bean just joined. Hello. Malcolm Charles 560 and has joined. You don't know what yoni eggs are. So, Lisa, tomorrow you're going to have to, I will send you a message. We're going to do an unboxing tomorrow. And you might want to look it up this evening and see what we're talking about. It's spelled YONI space EGGS, yoni eggs. And I believe the first time I heard about it was when Gwyneth Paltrow did it like a few years ago. And then Rena and Lynn and I were talking about it a couple of weeks ago on the show. They are eggs that are designed to build up muscles, the same as Kegels do. So inside your vagina there are muscles, and those muscles need to be exercised sometimes after you've had children. Once you hit menopause, if you have any kind of bladder issue, there's a whole bunch of different reasons that you might want to you might want to do Kegels. It's very important for our health that we do things like that. So apparently these eggs are like lifting weights for your inner regions. For TikTok's sake, for your inner regions. I think I'm allowed to say that. So there you go. The wand. The wand is. I think that's just an added bonus. I don't know. Do you use it to put the egg further up? I keep thinking Grey's Anatomy, and why have they not done the Grey's Anatomy where one gets stuck?
I was thinking that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
I was thinking that.
Yeah, because you can get them without the string and without. So how? Like I said, ping pong situation, which I'm sure Robert will fill us in on if he's still here. Are you still here, Robert?
Well, maybe having it.
I'm still here.
He's thinking about the
Maybe
ping
having
pong
it
thing now.
without the string.
If you could be playing ping pong like Forrest Gump. And if you don't remember, go back on that video.
Yeah, I I do remember. One of the other symptoms. So we've got hot flashes, cold flashes, night sweats, which I have had. I don't have them as much anymore as I used to. Clammy feeling, that I have. I have had. I don't like that one at all. I hate that. That's not okay. The clammy feeling. Heart palpitations. Have you had those, Lynn? Heart palpitations?
No.
No.
No. Thank goodness.
No. I don't think I have. I may have, but I don't think so. Maybe during perimenopause. I had a lot more symptoms when I was in perimenopause than I do now that I'm in menopause. So that might make you feel better. Like, it does get better. Now my goal is to get to that.
So for those who may not know, just explain the difference between perimenopause versus menopause. What is the difference between the two? When do you enter menopause?
Okay.
And not necessarily when exactly, but
Perimenopause, you can start anywhere, despite what your doctor tells you. You can start perimenopause anywhere. I would say between 35 and maybe 40. You can start perimenopause. It just depends on who you are and your hormones and how things work. Menopause is when everything officially, your cycle stops. And that's when you go an entire year. So 12 months consecutively. Once you've had no period for 12 months consecutively, you have officially entered menopause. Now, menopause can also last anywhere from 5 to 10 years, depending on who you are. So you're looking at about 20 years where your hormones are just up in the air and all over the place, which is not a fun place to be. But some people don't have that. Some people are very lucky and they don't notice a lot of the symptoms in perimenopause, or the opposite, they don't notice any of the symptoms in regular menopause. For me, I went 11 months. I went 11 months with no period, and then all of a sudden, bam! I sneezed and I got my period. And I was not happy about it. And I had to start all over again. So it can be very frustrating and very irritating. But if that does happen, just know that it's normal, and it happens to other women, and it sucks. It really, really sucks. And I think you have to hope that you're with somebody, your partner, your husband, whoever it is that you're with is a very, very understanding person, because it is not easy. And on one hand, you're happy, right? Because, I mean, you don't have to have a period anymore. And so there's no more pads, there's no more tampons, there's no more cramping, there's no more bloating, there's no more... This is what you're thinking in your head, that this is all good, right? Until it happens. And then all of a sudden you realize that instead of the cramps, you get night sweats. Instead of bloating, you get constipated. Instead of being tired all the time, you can't sleep. So there's a lot of, like, you've got to trade this for this. My understanding is that doesn't last forever either. I just don't know when the change from... I don't know when you start menopause, when do you know that menopause is over? That's what I don't know.
Right.
Because nobody's been able to answer that question for me.
I asked my mother that.
And what did she say?
And she did not know. She didn't know. Because all of a sudden, she didn't pay attention to when her symptoms had ceased.
Yeah.
And so I guess she just went a couple of years, and then one day she realized, oh, I haven't had a hot flash in a long time, or, I haven't gone through this in a long time. But she couldn't remember when it actually stopped. Like, when did she stop having hot flashes? When did she stop having the insomnia and all the things? It just kind of gradually went away to a point where it just wasn't there, and she didn't even pay attention to it.
I mean, I suppose you could go to a doctor and you could ask for a blood test, but I don't know very many women that will go out of their way to do that. I think we're probably like your mom. Sorry.
It's just one of life's greatest mysteries, kind of like the G-spot.
The G-spot shouldn't be a mystery.
I just need to know.
It really shouldn't.
Ooh,
Man, you guys are still on joke.
ooh. Shots fired. Oh my gosh. Did he?
He did. And I feel sorry for your... It's not your wife yet, is it? Robert, you got to make it official, buddy. I don't know why you're dragging it so long. You've got to marry her. You've got children.
No, don't do that. If you can't find the G-spot, leave that woman alone.
Exactly. Maybe I should... Exactly. I agree with Lynn.
Not rope her into a life of misery.
There you go. You've got some homework to do there, buddy. You got to go find the G-spot. When you find it, you can call us back and let us know.
I am the world's greatest detective. I found it.
Well, that's your homework for the week. You can let us know next week whether you found it or not. All right? Good. You do that, and I'll find the yawny. I'll do the yawny eggs. Now, Lynn, what are you gonna do? Because Robert and I have it. We both have our homework. What are you doing?
She's gonna hide it from me.
She's hiding from us.
I'm still trying to learn how to make bread. I'm still working.
You still haven't done that.
No, I've done it several times. It's not coming out right. It's not. No.
I'm gonna make you some, and I'm gonna ship it to you because now I feel bad. It's what are you doing wrong? In case people, I can't see this anymore on TikTok, but in case people on TikTok or if you're watching on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're watching from, we had the
Baby,
episode.
I got the dough. Let me put it in the oven.
Okay. Yes, you've got to put it in the oven, Lynn. Maybe that's what you're doing wrong. We did an episode and we actually ran this episode twice. So Lynn, you could have watched it again. You could have, but you didn't. Do you need me to do it again?
I don't care how many times I watch it. I tell you, it's me and the yeast. The yeast does. We just don't have a good.
What kind of yeast
relationship.
are you using?
The Fleischmann's yeast
Which-
that comes in the little
Oh man, that's
brown
serious.
jar.
What type of?
Yes, we are very serious about our bread. The red one? Are you using the active yeast?
Yes. Yes.
And when you're letting it rise, where do you put it to rise? Do you put it in the oven or do you put it on the windowsill?
The yeast or the bread?
The bread, smart ass.
We're talking about bread.
I don't put it on the windowsill, so I put it up high on top of my refrigerator area, up close to I put it up high.
Okay.
And it
With the
rises
wanderer.
fine.
Okay.
It rises beautifully. It's gorgeous.
So where are you going
And then
wrong?
I punch it down. Once it hits the oven, I don't know what happened.
What is it? I don't know.
Everything.
I need you to videotape it or take photos for me before it goes in the oven and after it's in the oven. Uh-oh. Robert got bored and hung up. Rory, can you just lift that and pick it up and put it down? The phone thing. The receiver. There you go. Okay, because that's sorry, Aaron has left the studio. And apparently Robert left as well because we were talking about bread and he's not interested. And now all I can hear is all I can hear is that. So this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Live disconnected.
This is Comedy Central.
Due to inactivity. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Where is your father? He left? He just left? This is ridiculous. Seriously, where did he go? Oh dear. Okay, we've lost everybody on TikTok now, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, I can't. Okay. Can you hear me if I just do this? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the telephone over there. But anyway, you're going to need to send me pictures of the dough before it goes into the oven and then take pictures of it when it comes out again. Because I've made that recipe so many times and it works every time. I don't know what you're doing.
I told you going into it, it wasn't going to work for me though.
I don't know.
It's like, I'm horrible with bread.
Are you putting sugar in it? No, you said everything works fine, right? Everything works fine. Okay. What's going on, Rory? Okay. Stand
Hi,
by.
Rory.
Stand by.
You know when the television has technical difficulties and it goes to that screen where it's all multicolored with the grid lines? We need one of those.
probably lost everybody now, and I can't do this. So I think we're gonna have to. Oh, there we go. I was just gonna call it a day. Wow. Thank you, Rory. Okay. Apparently, Aaron got bored
Thanks,
with us
Rory.
and just left. I don't know what's going on. Okay, and let me go back to
Every
these.
time Aaron leaves us, all hell breaks loose.
Right? I know. He has no right to do that. Okay. Where the here. Okay, let's go back to these ones for a minute. Irritability. Now that Aaron's not in the room, I can honestly say yes, I get irritable sometimes. Not as bad as I used to, and I've never been that person that had really bad PMS, so I don't know that I've ever been that person. And I'm not sure if it's actually because of menopause or it's the people that I'm around that just irritate me naturally. That could be it too. It's entirely possible. It's the people I'm surrounded with sometimes.
I have a very short tolerance now.
I
had it before, but now it's worse.
I think that's what it is. And I think that's what it is for me as well. I don't have the patience I used to. Huh?
I'm gonna do a sidebar real quick.
Okay.
Don't you hate it when someone sends you a text message from a number that's not in your contact and you have no idea who it is, and so you ask them to identify themselves and they get an attitude?
Yeah, why would they get an attitude if you don't know who they are? Did somebody do that
I guess
to you?
because I'm supposed to know.
Okay.
Yeah, they said Happy Mother's Day. I said same to you. Who is this? And they was like, well, I'll take it back then.
Oh. Well, that's not very nice. No takes backsies. That's not very nice. You have no idea
The
who it
crazy
is.
part is, they really think I care. It's like I don't care.
I love that you're honest about that. Because I feel the same way most of the time. I don't care. Well, I'll never speak to you again.
I don't
Okay.
know if it's, yes, I don't know if it's menopause or if it's just getting older, but I don't care about a lot of things anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and not in a negative way, but in a way of the things that I used to lose sleep over, or, you know, like if a situation happens, I don't care.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that's definitely
really
part of
don't-
menopause. But that will continue. Yes, but that will continue afterwards. That's why there's so many grumpy old ladies out there. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's because we've spent so many years worrying about every little thing and everybody else and making sure that everybody's okay and worrying about so many different things all coming together. You wake up one day and you realize, you know what? It really doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Now, not everybody feels that way though, because there are still a lot of people that are going through menopause or perimenopause and getting older, and they do care. They still worry about all of that stuff. So I think it depends on what lessons you've learned in your life and where you are when you're going through menopause or perimenopause, because you do have to remember that there are a lot of women that will go through menopause because of a medically induced menopause, meaning if you are, say, 36 years old and you have a hysterectomy, you will go into early menopause. That's a fact. You've had things removed that were sustaining your youth, And once those things are removed, you will age, and with age comes menopause. That it's a medical fact. It is what it is. I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly how it works or anything like that, but you can be put into a medically induced menopause. And I the only reason I know that for a fact is because my doctor, when I had Rory, and I was 33 when I had Rory, and they did say to me, we can do a hysterectomy, but you might not want to do that because we don't know if he's going to live. Which totally blew my mind. I know. That's what they said to me. So apparently if you have a baby born early, Rory was a preemie. He was born 2 months early. Your doctor will tell you that they can do a hysterectomy or not, because you may want to have another child if the one that you just had that's in the NICU doesn't survive. You may want to replace it. I don't know if it works that way, but that's what my doctor said to me. Now, I don't know if they do that anymore. This was 21 years ago. They may not say that to women, I think it was an intern that said it to me, so I didn't really pay too much attention. I was shocked. So in that case, I don't know that you would sit there and say I don't care about something, because you're too young. You haven't learned enough lessons. You still care. So there may be differences for people who are younger and going through perimenopause or menopause medically. Whereas if you're doing it naturally and you're in your early 50s, you've learned enough lessons and you're now tired. You're just tired, and you're in that place where you know what? You got to decide. You've got two choices every day. And one of those choices is to really care about what other people think and worry about that and waste your day worrying about other people, because that's what comes naturally to you, right? Especially as a mom, that's your natural instinct, because you've been a mother for so long that your instinct is to make sure that everybody else is okay. Or you can wake up one day and you can pour that cup of coffee and sit there and think, you know what? It just doesn't matter. I don't care. Wow. Wow. I don't care. And it's freeing, right?
That's where I am. It's very, very, very liberating. And it's so liberating to the point where people are second guessing what I care about.
Yes.
They can't believe that I don't care.
Yeah, how could you possibly not care?
But you have to care.
No.
Are you sure? Maybe you're depressed. Maybe
Right?
you're
I've had that.
internalizing it.
I've had that one. You're depressed. You're just depressed. You need to get out more. You need to do things. You need to get out more. No, I don't. Actually, I've been out a lot. I was working in a job where I was surrounded by people all the time, and I was out all the time. And I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. It's like brunch. I don't want to do brunch. You can't make me do brunch. I won't do brunch. Stop asking me to do brunch. No.
I don't like these holidays now where I am expected to do a certain thing because it's a holiday. It's like you're expected to do things because the holiday itself dictates that you do the things, right? So
Yeah.
case in point, Valentine's Day. People are just always saying, oh, you and your significant other need to go out to dinner, or you need to have a lover's night. And I'm like, why? Like, he's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. We don't need to prove anything to the people in the restaurant. Why can't we just sit at home, put our feet up in front of our television, and eat whatever we want to eat? Why do we have to get dressed, take pictures for Facebook and Instagram just to show you guys that we're still a couple. Like, and I actually had people ask me, well, did you go anywhere for Valentine's Day? Did you guys do anything? We did exactly what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Like,
you're
and
barking up.
they really think that that's something wrong with that. It's like there's nothing wrong with that. What
No.
is the problem here?
No. You're barking up the
I
wrong
just can't.
tree over here. I agree 100%. I can't remember the last time that Aaron and I did Valentine's Day, because if we want to do a romantic evening, we do it when we want to. I would rather something spontaneous.
Yes.
I'm at that stage in my life where I want to do something spontaneous. I don't want to plan it. Don't make me plan something 3 weeks in advance. I don't know how I'm going to feel 3 weeks from now.
Right.
I may not be in the mood 3
And I might
weeks
not
in the
like him on Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may want to hit him in
He
the
might
head
have
with the
fucked my
frying
nerve.
pan. Exactly. It's possible. I can't tell you that I won't, because I'm also at that stage. Now, I don't know if you're at this stage as well, or if anybody out there who's listening is at this stage or not, but I'm at the stage where I can't predict what I'm going to do, say, or feel at any given time, and I go with it. I accept it, I go with it, and I am brutally honest about it. So
That's me.
I don't know if this is who I am now. It may be. I may rein it in a little bit and be a little bit more, level in the future. But right now, if I wake up in the morning and I want to go out somewhere, first thing in the morning, if I want to go for a drive and I want to go to LA, I will wake Aaron up and say, I feel like going to LA, let's go. And if he can, if we're not working for a couple days, or if we can postpone something and go anyway, then we'll go. And if other people had plans for us, that's too bad. We're going. So there's that trade-off, because you're now in that place where you're like, you know what, I don't care, we're going to do this because this is what we want to do. We don't care what you want us to do. We're going to do what we want to do, and we've earned this. So don't make me feel bad about it. I won't feel bad about it. So, I mean, that's part of it.
I'm glad it's not just me.
No, it's not just you. I think that most people feel that way. It's just how many are honest about it. That's the difference. There's a lot of people who are not honest about it, and there's a lot of people who can't do that because they have to do a certain amount of things. They have to do things a certain way because it's part of what they do for a living, or whatever. But fortunately for me and for you, we both work for ourselves, so we have made choices that have led us to being able to not care. Does that make sense?
It does. Quick question.
Yeah.
What is that green thing in front of you?
The green thing where?
In
Oh,
front of you. What is that?
it's a gnome.
It's a gnome? Okay. Was it there the whole time?
Yes.
I don't know why all of a sudden I just saw it for the first time and I was like, what is that? It just kind of, okay.
I think because
I thought you had a hat.
I think it's because Aaron moves the camera, but Rory doesn't. Rory doesn't move any of the cameras, so we're kind of split screen here. Oh, okay.
There they are. It's a whole little
Yeah,
troop
there's a
of
whole
them. Is
little
that a
family. Yeah, it's springtime. I thought maybe I would bring them in. So
Those are cute.
yeah. Let me see here.
Thank you, Rory.
Here's one. You know what woke me up this morning? I was rudely awakened by a Charlie horse. A Charlie horse woke
Oh,
me up
yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Charlie horse since I was in my 40s. But I woke up this morning and I stretched, and I instantly regretted it, and I was rolling around and I was holding my leg, and I was like, oh It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And I'm trying to rub it, but the more you rub it, the worse it hurts. And then you try and stretch it, and then it's like, damn, no, don't do that, don't do that. And it was not a nice way to wake up this morning. I'm like, shit, it's going to be a bad day today. It's not going to be a good day. It was not fun.
I'm laughing because I understand. I understand, and it can happen at the most inopportune time.
I've had that too.
I got some stories.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you any, though, because Rory's in the room.
I don't know what we can do yet.
Yeah.
And then Rory's in the room.
And Rory's in the room.
Rory doesn't want to hear.
I'd be traumatized. Yeah. So that's how I woke up this morning. It wasn't pleasant. Happy Mother's Day to me. Yeah. I was just reading on here. One of the symptoms is tense muscles. Well, yeah, okay. That would be a Charlie horse. Yep.
That's a Charlie horse. And it can happen in your feet.
Yes,
You can get it in
your
the bottom of
toes.
Your feet,
Bottom and your
calf
toes.
muscles, your toes. And your fingers.
Yep.
I got it the other day. My finger just kind of locked up.
I've never had that before. In your fingers.
It's weird.
I've never had that.
Yes, so my thumb and my index finger just kind of froze in a funky position. So my thumb was like kind of like this, and it wouldn't move out of position. And every time I tried to move it, I felt it all the way down my arm.
Oh no!
And it felt like it was gonna snap, like a tendon or something was gonna snap. It's the worst feeling. The only thing you can do is just massage it. Just keep massaging until it releases.
God!
That's it.
Oh, that's awful.
Horrible.
Now I'm gonna be really
it doesn't
paranoid.
hurt as bad as a leg cramp.
Well, now I'm gonna be totally paranoid. I've had this hand, my left hand has frozen. So if I'm holding something, it'll just drop. Like it'll just.
Wow.
My hand just won't. It just So I have to be really, really careful sometimes when I'm. And I've had this since perimenopause. And I don't know. The doctor doesn't know what it is. He said there's nothing really physically wrong. He said it's entirely possible it's just freezing up, or it's attached to my shoulder or something in the tendon. Just maybe that's what it is. It just locks up or something like that, and I just drop things. It's only my left hand, not my right one, just my left. And I don't know why. I know. Weird. Anxiety. Have you had anxiety?
I have been experiencing a lot of dehydration. Yes, anxiety and dehydration.
I have had dehydration
I
lately.
Get enough.
Water.
Well, mine is so severe. I drink a lot of water and a lot of things with electrolytes in it, but I drink the water that has the electrolytes in it.
Okay.
But it's gotten so severe now that it messes up my vision. And it's almost like everything gets completely blurred where I can't see in front of me. It's not dark.
Okay.
I can see, but I can't see. It's almost like looking through a really thick piece of plexiglass or something. It's just really, really hard to see through it.
Okay.
And it happens like that. And it takes a few seconds for it to go away. And the crazy part is it happens mostly when I'm driving.
Uh-oh.
It has happened at other times. I think it freaks me out more when I'm driving. Let me say that. It may not happen more. It may just freak me out more when I'm driving. And so I'll have to actually pull over because I can't see for a few seconds.
Wow.
And the doctor said it's because I am dehydrated. And I'm like, I drink a lot of water, a lot of liquids. I don't understand why I'm still dehydrated. I don't know. So
are you sweating more?
Like doing a water pool or something?
Are you sweating more?
No.
Because that's the thing I've noticed. Even with hot flashes, I don't sweat. I do get the clammy kind of thing, but I don't sweat like I used to. It's more clammy, and then it goes away, and my skin is perfectly fine. Like, it's not like I'm getting all sweaty, and then I have to go have a shower, and then I have a hot flash, and then I have a shower, and then I have a hot flash, and then it's not like that. It's like it's more of a And next time, maybe we could not have the
There you
lighting.
go.
Oh, can you hear me?
That work?
Did that
Yeah.
work? Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
It
well,
has
I think
been a night.
it has been a night. I don't think anybody's watching anymore because I think we Rena, we're here. We're still here. There's Rena. Hi, Rena.
It's like we took a break,
we took a
and
break.
when we come back, nothing is
Different. I know.
working for us.
I know.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Growing pains. It's been a night. It's just I don't know what's going on. I mean, from one thing to another, I'm wearing the wrong color. I look terrible in this color. I look very whitewashed. I look very white today.
You're back on TikTok.
You don't look pale.
I don't look pale, but I look very flushed, very white. With the background, I look like I have 8 chins.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
I know, but I don't like looking at. This is too close. I don't like looking at myself. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about something. I don't know what we're talking about. And we're back on TikTok, but nobody's looking, so it doesn't really matter.
I just started, so
It's going to take a minute. Okay, let's go back to these things here while we're doing that.
Well, we may have to piece this episode together anyway.
Yeah, we may have to. I don't know if we're going to keep this episode. We may have to scrap it. Although it was maybe Aaron can edit it and he can maybe take some highlights out of it because there was some funny stuff in here. I mean, we've been having a good time.
Yes, absolutely.
Dry eyes.
We have to find out.
Oh, Rena, yes, I have dry eyes. Lynn, do you have that as well? Have you had problems with that? No? I
No.
have. But in my family, that's not a bad thing because my mom actually has macular degeneration. And that's where your eyes are like, my mother's going blind now. And it is hereditary. So I have to keep getting checked for it. But so far, my eyes are... I've always had a problem with dry eyes though, but it's much worse now. In fact, this eyeball, you can ask Aaron, if I do this, you can hear it. That's how dry my eyes are. Like only this one. If I rub my eye, you can actually hear it squeak. I know. It's a fun party trick, but Aaron, if we're trying to go to sleep,
you're doing on purpose.
if we're trying to go to sleep and my eye gets itchy and I do this with my eye and you can hear it, and Aaron has to get up and leave the room because he doesn't like the sound. But it's kind of funny.
I can only imagine that sounds weird.
It does sound weird. Change in body odor. That's another thing that people don't talk about when you're going through menopause. I don't know if you've got this yet because perimenopause, I don't remember this. But now that I'm going through menopause, I actually, you know what? I can skip a day of deodorant if I forget to put deodorant on and I don't get Oh, Rena said Lynn's driving issue is dry eyes. So that's why you can't see. I left a comment while sound was off for Lynn. Okay. Sorry, Rena, I can't see the comments because Aaron wasn't in the room and I didn't see anything. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
Does dry eyes have anything to do with dehydration? Because they said it was dehydration. So I guess it's the same. I mean, it affects.
Okay, but what kind of test does a doctor do for dehydration? Like, did he just look at you and say you're dehydrated?
Oh no. They took me through a series of things, but I don't know which thing that they did identify the dehydration. But they did a series of different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So dehydration,
and
yeah.
That was the bottom line, was that they determined all of those symptoms that I was having is a result of dehydration. So they were saying that I needed to have more water intake, more liquid intake.
Okay.
Maybe drink alkaline water.
Okay.
And but I'm like, listen, it's only so much water you can drink in a day. Like, because now you're running me to the bathroom every 5 seconds.
Did you know if you are severely dehydrated, you have a glass of milk, and that will actually hydrate you faster? I'm not saying replace drinking water with milk, but if you get to a point where you are like really dehydrated and you're feeling it, just have a quick glass of milk, and you'd be surprised how.
So I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't, because I am lactose.
Are you
intolerant.
lactose intolerant? Yeah, I don't know if it works with almond milk or anything like that. I think it's just dairy milk.
I just discovered that though. I just discovered that since I hit perimenopause, is that now I
Really?
can't drink milk. I can eat other dairy products. It's just milk.
Really?
Milk,
Huh.
yeah, it messes me up every
So
single time. Every single time, it messes me up.
So no yogurt, no ice cream, no cheese.
No, I can have dairy. I can have dairy.
Okay.
It's just straight milk.
Right? No?
No.
Hmm.
No.
I wonder if it works.
So
Rena,
I'm
do you
either
know if
running
it
to
works
the
with...
bathroom every 5 minutes, or
I don't
being
know.
like dehydrated.
So pick one. Which are you more comfortable with?
Right. Hey, girl, do you want to black out, or do you want to be sitting in the bathroom all day?
Which one would you
Well,
prefer?
I guess I could take my laptop in the bathroom though, but
You
I mean, that's the
could.
thing.
Your glands in your eyes are not secreting like they should. Did they give you drops for your eyes at
But
least?
I cry just fine.
See, I don't. That's now I have chronic dry eyes, and I've had that for years. I've had that since I had the twins, I think. But I don't have. There's something wrong with my tear ducts between my eyes and my sinuses, where I can actually. I think we've talked about this before. If I can actually plug my nose, close my mouth, and I can blow air out my eyes, like out my tear ducts. Yeah. So there's definitely something that's not quite right, especially with my right eye. And the doctor has just said it's dry eyes, and he's given me drops that I have to take, which I forget to use, so it's not a big deal. But it does make a difference with crying. I don't cry like tears. I will cry, but it's very difficult for me. So if you see me crying, it means that there is something seriously wrong. There is something really, really wrong. If Raquel is crying, there's like something's wrong. I cut onions.
I don't know why, but
I cut onions and
time
I
you were
don't cry.
talking- No, oh my gosh, the whole time you were talking, I was visualizing these different things. So when you were saying that you blow air out your eyes,
Yeah.
all I kept seeing was you blow your nose through your eyes.
No, like I
And
can do
then
this. I
when you
have to do
said-
this. See, I have to plug my eyes, and I have to plug my nose, and I have to, in order to, you know, when you fly and they say to plug your nose and close your mouth and blow, so you unplug your ears when your ears get plugged. I can't do that. I have to plug this and this, and then I can blow, and then I can unplug my sinuses. I know I'm a freak of nature. I get it. What did Rena just say? I missed that, honey.
Or glands.
Glands. Huh? Oh, there's people back on TikTok. Let's see. Is that Crispy? Crispy joined. Am I saying that right? Crispy?
Redneck
The Redneck Ranger?
Rager.
Rager? Oh, they were on before, so welcome back. Justin Willie 5099, hello. Augustine Palacios, hello. User 3132, hello. Deanna, I'm not even going to try that. I'm not going to try it because I will just mess up your last name and that's not nice. So, hello. D34224, hello. User 46481000009978. Hello.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. What? Why? Okay. Can these people who are using numbers as their name? Can you tell me why? I'm just curious. I mean, no judgment or anything, but how come?
Sound like bot.
How come you don't use your name? But hello. I mean, no judgment. Like I said. Drops as well as dry eye omegas. Hot compress for 10 minutes at night, then gently massage the lash liner. It really helps. For Lynn or for me? Because I don't think anything. My doctor has already told me in order to fix me, they have to do. They have to take a long needle that's about this long and stick it down my tear duct and wiggle it around. And then pull it out because there's some kind of blockage somewhere, and I'm not doing that. So I'll put up with.
Do they put you to sleep to do that?
No.
Do they numb it?
No.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said I'm not doing
There's
that.
nothing appealing about that.
No. Well, okay, to put it in perspective, I have a cat, a Siamese cat, who has one eye that looks that direction and one eye that looks this direction. Now, this eye on the right, he had surgery when he was a kitten and unblocked his sinuses, but there is always a film that goes over his one right eye, and I have to rub the tear ducts every day, and I have to push on it, and this stuff will come out and go across his eye. I have to wipe it, then he can see. It's pretty much the same thing. So when I rub my eye, I don't want anything like that happening. So I just put the drops in and carry on. It's why I can't wear contacts, but it's okay. I don't need contacts. I don't need to see. I'm at the point where I don't really want to see a lot of things. So there will be occasions where I will just take them off. I'm like, I don't need to see you. I don't care. I don't. You look great without my glasses on. Yeah, so if you ever see me without my glasses on, it means I don't really want to see you, but I can. Oh, for Lynn. Okay, she has the same issues as you do. Okay, so you and Lynn need to talk about it, Rena, because I don't know anything about that sort of thing. It's very complicated when it gets to your eyeballs. And that's too much for me. I don't know anything about that part. But Rena, you are a wealth of information. Where are you getting your information from? I want to know. Right? She's like the book of knowledge. Rena, we have a question.
She really is.
Are you still there, Rena? She's gone. She's gone. She's like, no, I'm not answering any questions.
In and out.
Ringing in the ears. Have you had that? What's it called? Tinnitus. That's it. Tinnitus. Have you had that?
No.
I have not had that either, but I know people who have, and apparently it will drive you crazy. I have not. Oh,
What is that?
I lived it all, ladies. So you have tinnitus too, Rena? Lord. I need to send Rena some
What
flowers.
is tinnitus?
That's where you have a ringing in your ears.
Is that anything like oh my gosh, what is it called? Now I can't think of it. Never mind. Starts with a V. I can't think of it.
Vertigo?
But yeah,
Amazon's
there you go,
here.
thanks.
Vertigo. I have had vertigo, which is, I don't find it an issue because I think it's kind of fun. Vertigo is when you kind of get a little you get a little wobbly and you just sort of, it's like a gravitational pull in one direction or another, and you can't do anything about it.
I cannot with you tonight. I just can't. Oh, vertigo is a good time. Okay.
Well, okay. In my defense, I've never had it severely. I just get it comes and goes. So
Okay.
for me, it's kind of like, oh, well, that was fun. It's like I'm drunk or something because I'll just sort of walk into a wall accidentally. Just excuse me. I don't do it on purpose, and I'm totally sober, but every once in a while I will veer to the left or veer to the right. And I can't help it. I thought that was normal. I'm waiting for Rita to come on and say she also has vertigo, but she doesn't find it very fun. Are you there, Rena?
Oh,
Okay.
oh, poor Rita.
Oh dear.
Poor Rita.
Yeah, I know. What else is on this list? Mood swings. I will fully admit I have had mood swings. I don't get them very often.
I think that's one of the most popular ones, right under the hot flashes, isn't it?
I think that's the one that everybody talks about. And I think is mood swings, irritability, lack of sleep, and hot flashes. I think those are the ones that everybody talks about. But then these other ones, like headaches, I get a lot of headaches now that I didn't get before. Granted, I was in a car accident and my neck is buggered up, but I do get headaches more than I used to. That could be dehydration, but I also drink a lot of water, so I don't know. And coffee also helps. Coffee does count. So I know people will argue with me, but I will stand firm on that one. I think it just depends on whether you like coffee or not, whether you agree with me. I don't have a lot of sugar anymore, so I don't think that has anything to do with it. But I do get a lot of headaches. I do, especially at the back of my neck and around my eyes, like right under my eyes is where I usually get my headache, right here. So, electric shock. Now, is anybody watching? Can you explain the electric shock feelings to me? Because I don't. Does that mean like there's people out there who they touch things and they shock things, or what does that mean? Electric shock.
Yeah. So like,
You've
I
had
don't
that?
get that now, but I've had it before. Where if you walk, well, if I rub my hand across cloth surface or something,
Yeah.
and then I go and touch something that's hard or metal, I can shock.
But is that?
myself, not the
But what does that mean when they're talking about perimenopause or menopause? Like what?
I don't know. I had that prior to Perry, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe
Well,
you have more of it.
We used to do it on purpose when we
Because
were
used to go around
kids.
shocking each other.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
when we were kids, we used to rub our feet on the carpet, and then you go and you chase
Yeah.
each other and you shock each other. Is that what it means? My sister used to face
That's what I'm
plant
thinking.
from vertigo. Oh, well, that's not fun. Caffeine is also vasodilator, helps with it. It does help with headaches. Actually, that is also a fact. If you get migraines, if you have a migraine and you take either Tylenol or Advil, take it with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or maybe hot chocolate, something with caffeine in it, and it will actually help it work faster. So,
And I have more people tell me don't do that. Oh no,
No,
you're supposed
after.
to take medication with water only. And I'm like, oh no, it's gonna come back up if I don't take it with coffee. Like when I have really bad migraine, I have to take the meds with the coffee.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the meds are going to come back up if I take it with water. It won't stay down.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
Yeah. I agree with that.
sometimes.
Yeah. I've had that as well.
And the headache goes away faster too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know the scientific. I've read articles about this, so there is scientific proof and medical proof. I just don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But if you do get headaches a lot, and I don't think it means that you have to have coffee. It could mean the caffeine.
Yeah, you probably
I know
can have
that
a soda.
I know that coffee is a, well, not only is it a diuretic, but it's an antioxidant. So that could have something to do with it as well. I don't know. All I know is it works. That's all I know, and I like it. So,
Yeah.
what's another one here? Itchy skin. We've talked about that, and I know it drives you crazy because I'm sitting here, I'm scratching my head. I don't have cooties or anything like that, but I do get itchy. I get itchy skin, and I am clean. I swear to God, I am clean, but I get itchy. It drives me crazy because I feel like there's something there, and I can't get
Falling
it.
on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, my question to
I'm
you:
always looking for something.
can you feel it when there is a hair on your skin that is not attached to your head?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm not the only one. Okay.
No.
Okay, because my kids think I'm really strange. I can feel if it's attached to my head, I don't feel it. Like, it doesn't bother me.
No.
But if it's not attached, and say it goes under my shirt and it's like here, or it's under here or on my stomach, I have to remove it because it makes my skin crawl. It's like a spider web,
Yep.
and I can feel it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so I'll be
That's
like,
exactly how it feels. Like you
this.
walk through a web.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on me. I gotta get it off. Yeah. So that part I've had my whole life. That is not menopause. That is just something that I do. Yeah. So, lack of focus. Have you had that problem? Oh,
In
that
the
drives-
beginning.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. I haven't. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I can say in the beginning because I have been on different types of supplements
Okay.
to help me with my focus because in my line of work I can't not be focused.
Right.
That will mess up a lot of things.
Right.
So, and honestly speaking, it's been helping me with my focus as well as brain fog.
Oh,
My
I get brain
fog
fog so bad.
is not. It was so bad at one point that I would just completely blank out when I'm talking to one of my kids. I'm like, I just can't even remember your name. I don't even know who you are right now. Like, what's your name? And I'm sitting there, and it was always just a bad feeling. I felt like I was losing my mind from the little things that I just couldn't remember. I'm
Yeah.
like, I just said something, and now I can't remember what I just said.
Yep.
Like, it just came out my mouth. What did I just say? So I've been taking supplements, and I wasn't taking the supplements for that. I was taking the supplements for energy.
What are you taking?
And for other things.
What are you taking?
It's called, well, I'm taking Rise.
Okay.
It's mushroom coffee. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of mushroom coffee, but I hate mushrooms, so I won't do it.
It doesn't taste like anything.
I don't believe you.
To me, it tastes like chocolate.
I don't
No,
believe
seriously.
you.
I don't. So the thing about me is I don't like anything that tastes weird or bad. Like, I don't take liquid medications and stuff like that.
Okay.
Everything has to be in a pill.
Okay.
I'm not big. Won't add things to my drinks. I don't like anything added to my drink that is like supplement based or medical medicine and stuff. I don't
What
like
about
that.
what about
I can taste
collagen?
everything.
Do you take collagen?
No,
You don't take collagen? No.
no.
Okay. I put
Am I
collagen in my
supposed to?
coffee. Um,
Is it powder or liquid?
the one I take is powder. I know you can get it in
What does
liquid,
it do?
but the one I take is powder, and I put in my coffee. Collagen
So the
is
lion's mane is in the lion's mane, Rena, is in the mushroom coffee that
oh
I drink. So I put a spoonful in my coffee every morning. I've only been doing it for about 3 weeks now, but by week number two, I saw a major difference in my brain fog. Like
okay,
it just kind of cleared up,
okay,
and I'm not a big person on, I know things work, but I don't think everything works. So I don't try a lot of different stuff. But this, I mean, it really works. And I don't like anybody messing with my coffee. Don't have me adding things to my coffee that is going to be nasty. Now, Rise is a coffee on its own,
okay,
so you can drink it like a coffee. I don't trust it to that level, to be honest with you, because
okay,
you're messing with my coffee. I'm not gonna substitute my coffee with something else. But what you can do is you can add it to your coffee, and
okay.
that's what I choose to do. I just add it to my coffee once I put it in the cup. I don't put it in the percolator or anything like that.
Right.
I put it in my cup with my cream and my sugar. I stir it up and then I add my coffee to it and then I drink it. And it makes a huge difference. And I was very, very skeptical because I am.
Okay.
That's just who I am. I'm skeptical about that.
Okay.
It
Well, maybe I'll
works.
have to try it. I might have to try that.
I've tried a lot of stuff.
Oh,
I've tried a
I
lot of
have been
things
a
since
guinea
I've been
pig.
in
Let
the
me tell you.
perimenopause.
Yeah. Um.
But
Yeah.
this works. And I I don't tell a lot of people about it because I'm not a spokesperson for this company.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Okay.
but yeah, it works for me. It works for me. And again, I didn't choose to use it for that reason. I just wanted something that was going to give me an energy boost in the morning. And I knew that I was already drinking the coffee, and I just wanted something added to my coffee that would give me a boost. And so I'm getting a lot more bang for the buck with that.
Okay. Well, that's
And
well,
it's just
that's why I
almost
put
it's
the
like 400.
collagen. That's why I put the collagen in my coffee
Oh,
because
your
I
energy.
it's for my from nails, skin, hair, my mostly for me because I don't really need it for my hair. But I take it mostly for my joints and for my bones because I was born with arthritis, so I'm fighting
Me
against
too.
I'm fighting against that, so I am willing to try whatever I have to do not to get, anything worse. And I know that once now that I've hit menopause, that's one of the things, like, I do not want to be that person that, falls over and breaks a hip, because it will be me. You and I both know if it's going to be anybody, it'll be me. So I boost up my collagen. I will be calling you one day from the hospital saying I broke a freaking hip. Yay me.
And you'll say it just like that.
I will. I won't say freaking. I'll actually use the word, but we're on TikTok again, so I can't. But I will. Yeah. And then I'll be that person on that little scooter. I don't want to be on a scooter. I do not want to be on a scooter. I don't want to be that person. So I'll take the collagen. Now, does the collagen that I take work? I don't know. I just switched to a new one. And I will let you know how it goes because I've tried, this is my third one that I've tried. And so far they work really well for my hair, my nails. Not so much any of the other things that they're supposed to, and I don't know if it's working for my joints or not. I don't have a lot of pain, but I also live in the desert, so how are you supposed to know? Like, how do I know? I don't
Right.
know.
Right.
We don't get enough rain for me to be able to really answer that. But I started taking collagen when probably halfway through perimenopause. Right before I started menopause, I started taking collagen. So you still have lots of time. But I
Does
did
it have a taste?
no. The one that I take does not have a taste. And I chose that on purpose so that I could put it in my coffee and I don't taste it.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't want to taste it. And if unfortunately for me, if I have to take a pill or something like that, I will forget. And I won't do it
Give me my.
because I also have brain fog. I have really bad brain fog. And I won't remember to take it. So I need to have something that I can put in my coffee, because then I take it in the morning and I have it twice in the morning. So my first and second cup of the day, I just put it in and then I'm done for the day. So
So this is
okay.
the Rise.
Rise. Where do you get it from?
You can get it directly from their website, but they also sell it on Amazon.
Okay.
Just know that when you go to Amazon, so what I did the first time, I did what a lot of people do. I went to Amazon to buy it,
Yeah.
and I started comparison shopping,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, well, this one over here says it's a mushroom coffee, so I'll just go ahead and get this one over here. It should do the same thing, right? Don't do that. It does not do the same thing.
No.
It turned me off of the idea of mushroom coffee because I thought it was a gimmick. Because I got one that wasn't this brand, thinking that it was going to do what this brand says that it's going to do, and it didn't.
I've
So,
never heard of
so,
collagen for bone breaks, creatine for muscle and brain, and calcium for bones. I have yogurt every day, and my calcium level is pretty good. So for me, the collagen it's the collagen is for bone health as well, for joints. But I don't know what levels, so it depends. It also depends on the level of your arthritis, I suppose, and you might want to talk. You have to talk to a doctor before you start taking something like that for specific reasons. Now, if you're taking collagen for your skin, for weight loss, for your hair, I'm just going to do a disclaimer right now, for your hair, for your nails, for your skin, then that's perfectly fine. But if you're looking for something that's going to protect you against breaks, I don't think that collagen is what you're looking for. So in that respect, yes. What collagen does, my belief and my understanding, what collagen does for your bones is it's like calcium, and it just keeps, you have a natural amount of collagen in your bones, and it just keeps it strong. So it's not going to prevent anything from happening, but it's going to help prevent things from happening, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? It's not a foolproof, but it will help. It's no different than any of the other supplements that you would be taking. So consult your doctor if you're looking for something specific to protect your joints and everything. And don't take my word for it. Talk to your doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just saying what I take it for and what works for me. So I also,
and results will vary.
yeah, it just depends on who you are and what you're taking it for. But for me, I would recommend it, just for aging in because it does help, and everything that you can take that helps. And a lot of people are lactose intolerant, so they can't take they can't have a lot of milk and calcium, and so I think that's maybe where it comes into effect. Is it's just a booster? It's just an added bonus. How come I can see you on the camera, honey?
Oh, I'm not on there.
Oh, okay.
Just preview, right? It's
Huh?
nothing.
Okay. Sorry. That was my disclaimer. What are you doing, Aaron?
Don't worry about me. That's your show.
Well, you're on camera, so I can see you right there. Well, you're on that one right
I
there.
know, but I'm not out on the street.
Okay.
Anyway, it's 11:30 her time.
Oh,
So,
Aaron says it's your bedtime, Lynn.
Is it? What time is it?
11:30.
It is my bedtime.
It is your bedtime.
You said we weren't going to do this tonight.
I know,
However,
I said that.
It's not our fault because we had so many technical difficulties tonight.
We had a lot of
We were just
technical
trying to
difficulties.
make up the
But here's the thing. I just noticed that there is a buttload of people, a plethora of people on TikTok that are watching. And I really don't know that I want to say goodbye if all these people are watching. I can't even... Hal joined. So hello, Hal,
want
Mike
more.
Hawk. What word? Hal?
Keep them wanting more and let them tune in tomorrow for the yoni egg
What did I
experiment.
say?
Mike Hawk?
But that's what it says.
That's the reason why he's got his name like that.
Lynn, did you understand what I said? Aaron's making fun of me now
What?
because I said this person's name, which is Mike space HAWK. Now he's laughing at me. KC82 up. Hello, Sin Ryan. Hello, Logan Goats. Hello, Alexis Ramirez 8677. Hello,
Did you say
Angelina.
Logan Goat?
Huh? Yes, Logan Goats.
I can't see what you see.
This is on TikTok. Gina, hello.
That's what I'm
Jacqueline, hello. Gutter King, hello.
Do you see charcuterie?
Huh? What
Do you
is...
see charcuterie?
No, I don't see that.
I see See, I don't see the names that you see, but I see charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Chat.
No, that's okay. That's down
And it's
the
not
bottom.
charcuterie.
No, charcuterie. I see what you see.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
right above
charcuterie,
the
it's
word that I was
charcuterie.
told not to say. Yeah. So, anyway, it's nice that people are watching. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are watching, in any way, shape, or form. That was something I wanted to ask you, Lynn, while we're talking about Mother's Day. Before you go, how do you feel about people who are wishing each other Happy Mother's Day, but they are not traditional mothers, shall we say? They have a dog or a cat. How do you?
Stop playing.
I knew you were going to say that.
We're not wishing the cat mom or the cat lady Happy Mother's Day. She didn't birth those cats. She could, technically she can adopt them. But why are we going there? Like, why are we dumbing down the society that we live in with all of this foolishness right now? Okay, so as far as that part goes, I'm not wishing you Happy Mother's Day because you own an animal. I'm just not doing it. Sorry, feel the way you want to feel. It is, take it up with your therapist. Don't bring it to me. I'm not doing it. However, if, I can't believe people be peopling. It's ridiculous.
This is why I wanted to ask
But
you, because I knew. I knew that was what you were
I
going
will
to
say
say.
Happy Mother's Day to someone who is not my mother. Like, you don't have to be my mother for me to say Happy Mother's Day to
Okay.
you. I don't say Happy Mother's Day to people who don't have any children at all, because some of them really get offended by that, and they will snap on you and say, I don't have any kids. Like, why are you talking to me like that? So I don't say it to strangers. Like, if I'm in the store, a man walked up to me today. He assumed I had children. You don't know me from a can of paint. You can't tell me I have children, but he was just like, Happy Mother's Day. And I was like, huh, thank you. I mean, because I do have kids, but he didn't know that. And another woman who may have, had difficulties in that
Yeah.
area may be offended by the idea. Or, what are you trying to say, sir? Like, do I look like I'm out of shape and I'm stressed out? Is that what you're trying to say? Is why you think I'm a mother?
It's kind of like
Am I wearing mom jeans?
it's kind of like asking somebody how far along they are when they look like they're pregnant. You don't know if they're pregnant or not.
Absolutely.
So maybe just don't.
Absolutely.
Maybe just don't. Some
Just
of
don't
us are
say
just
anything.
bloated.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah,
us are just
don't
bloated.
say anything at all. Like, so yeah, like I won't tell everybody Happy Mother's Day.
Okay.
But you know what got on my nerves today? And it never got on my nerves before.
Okay.
But today it was pissing me off.
Let me have it. Go ahead.
I woke up to a string of text messages from probably 80 people. God bless them. Thank you so much for thinking of me on this day. Thank you so much for, taking the time to tell me Happy Mother's Day. But damn it, I don't want to have to respond to 80 plus text messages with a Happy Mother's Day or a thank you.
Well, now, see, this is where having no friends comes into play. I only had to answer one.
I just did
That's
a
not
mass
true.
Facebook
That's not true. There was I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there were 4 text messages, and then the rest, and then maybe 4 or 5 on Messenger. So it's not. I mean, I didn't have 80 that I had to deal with, but just do a group text.
Why do I get more? But why do I get more happy birthday through text? I mean, Happy Mother's Day through text than I do my birthday.
Because you
Like,
give people your phone number.
like-
See, this is where I'm smarter than you. Very few people have my phone number.
That's true. I don't
Yeah.
even have your phone number, so that's true. You don't.
You
give
don't
it
have my
out,
phone number?
so I
Yes,
get
you
that.
do. Yes, you do.
never-
I gave
No,
it to
we
you.
never- No, I don't.
I don't. You don't
No.
have my phone number?
All this time?
I think we spoke through Messenger.
After 14 years, you don't
I
have my
think I
phone
called
number?
you through Messenger.
Maybe.
No. I think when we spoke on the phone, we talked to each other through Facebook Messenger.
Is it okay? Well, that makes sense. I don't give
Do
people
you
my
have
phone
my
number.
Wait, do you have my phone number?
No, you've never given it to me.
See? So there's no way you could give me yours and I not give you mine. That's not gonna happen.
I don't think Rena has my phone number either. And Rena is also one of my closest friends. But that's because you don't live here, and it's just easier for Messenger. That way I can, and because
Aaron,
what?
wait. Your phone number is 3 6s?
Yes.
I just gave it to you.
Yes. 3 6s. I didn't pick it.
Maybe I didn't.
I didn't pick it. The guy at T-Mobile
couldn't-
took
you
one
couldn't-
look at
you
me and said, "This is the phone number you need. It needs to have a 666 in it." I know, Rena, I just said that, but that's because you're not here. So, and in my defense, I'm going to defend myself right now. In my defense, if you do not live here in Vegas and you don't have my phone number, but you are one of my closest friends, I do talk to both of you more than I talk to people who have my phone number because it's Messenger. And I don't know how your phone plan works. And I've gotten in trouble from people in other countries because I will send a text and they'll say, "Stop sending me a text. It costs money for me to answer." So I don't do that anymore.
But that's what WhatsApp is for. Yeah, WhatsApp is for that. Like,
Yeah,
country to
but so
country
is
stuff. But-
Messenger. I mean, Messenger
Girl.
doesn't cost anything. What? What? My phone number?
666.
I know. I get looks all
I
the
can't
time.
believe that they gave you that number. I didn't even think. I didn't even think that was a prefix that they would use at all.
I didn't know
It's not
either.
like it's the last four. Yeah, it's not like it's like within the last 4 digits of your number.
Yeah,
This
no,
is your
it's-
prefix. It's like, so that means a lot of people have it. A lot of people have that prefix.
They
It's
do.
Not just you,
No, it's not just me. A lot of people do.
girl.
I don't know. I didn't pick it. I didn't pick it. But it's very easy to remember.
No, you didn't. Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Just think of hell every time you.
exactly. There you go. I don't know. Does anybody on TikTok, do you have a 666 in your phone number? Is it just me? Rena, you have a
Well, I
666
know
in
it's
your
not
number?
just you.
No, I'm. Well, Aaron has it too. Aaron, what are you doing hiding over there? He's just built up a little wall over there.
How
so I
long
can't
have you
see
had
him.
Ready for
that
tomorrow.
number?
How long have I had this phone number?
4 years.
No, not that long. 2 years?
3 years.
2 years. When I got when we switched from AT&T to T-Mobile, I think. Yeah. So a couple years, 2 years, I think. Yep. I know. I thought it was funny when he gave it to
I'm
me. I
just
said,
not-
okay, I'll take
I
it.
am thinking back to I am thinking back to all the things that have gone on in the last 2 years that we were questioning, and I'm wondering between you and Aaron and
I
these
know.
phone numbers,
I know.
I would have to trade that in for
No,
another
funny, funny,
number.
funny.
The mic is in front of me.
No, turn it so it's facing.
I would have to. I would have to. Oh my gosh!
Careful with
Careful with
the tip.
the tip. Okay. And does it really bother you? Does it really bother you that much that I have a 666
It
phone
does.
number?
It does. It does. But did he just say careful with the tip?
Yes, because the microphone and the way it looks, and he told me to put it facing me, but be careful with the tip. I know, so I just did. There you go.
I need to go to bed. It's time. My mind is not in a good state.
Okay, I think we're gonna call it now. Tomorrow, however, we do have an unboxing tomorrow, and it should be very entertaining. We're gonna try and keep it to a very short unboxing. However, I never know how it's gonna go. Lynn never knows where it's gonna go, especially when it's what we're gonna be unboxing. So we just don't know. In the meantime, we are going to say good night, goodbye. Thank you, everybody who's watching on TikTok. I appreciate you guys hanging out and coming back after all of our delays and our issues and me climbing on the desk, which I'm sure we will have as a screensaver or something at some point. We're going to edit this. If you have not followed us on YouTube, please go to YouTube and like and subscribe on YouTube. So if you miss it, you can see the full show there, because we are on TikTok now, but we can't keep it on TikTok. So if you missed it, go and check it out over there, and check us out every Sunday, 6 PST, 9 EST, and sometimes during the week, whenever the hell we feel like it, or if we remember sometimes to do it, because sometimes we just forget. It's part of who we are. It just, sometimes we're good, sometimes we're not. All right, you guys have a happy Mother's Day. Lynn, have a very happy Mother's Day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Go to bed, get some sleep, and I will see you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us in Midlife Mischief.